YouTube is happening. It is Sunday, October 19th. We're talking NHL. We got 4 games. This is going to be a quick video because we got early NFL starting in like 10 minutes. So I want to get this video out so we get the plays out. It's a short slate, obviously. So we're going to break these down. This was yesterday's slate. We took all these plays. It was a heavy day of plays. The main thing that didn't work out well was the bottom half down here. Going heavy on the points didn't work out too well. Like, no. Stone worked. Over didn't hit. Johnson did hit, Harley didn't. Werenski had 0 shots on goal. See, that's the same thing like Thompson the other day had 0 shots. Like, how do you have so many every day and then just have a day where you're like, y'all got it. I'm good. I ain't doing it today. So that's what he did. None, not a single one. What? Anyways, you see how the rest of it went. It wasn't the best day. You're going to have up days and down days. That wasn't a terrible day. This was just a down day. It's all it was. We have days like this. It's going to happen. You can't avoid them. So if you want those plays typed out, or you want the spreadsheet, or you want to come join the chat, or you always check out the HQ. Simple as that. So enough of that. We got 4 games. Let's focus on the future. Let's go knock out these 4 plays and find some profit right now. Okay, first game on the slate is going to be an early game, 12:30 Eastern, Vancouver and Washington. Pretty cool. Washington 150 with a 5.5 total. We come over to our spreadsheets and we see our numbers and we can see what they're up to. 3v27. We're going heavy shots on goal probably because the points did not work out at all very nicely, did they? So, yeah, shots on goal for Washington absolutely look good. Anything else potentially? Maybe the defense looking nasty too. So 4-1, 8 points. Washington looking good on a 4-game winning streak. Good stuff. Let's go look at the goalies. Who's in net today? We come up here. We see this is Thatcher at 203 in 3 games versus Logan. See, we wouldn't want to take points anyways because these 2 goalies are too damn good. So let's go pop over to props and see what we got. This is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. You know this by now. And you get it a week for free. A whole week. Like, no catch. It's a week, literally. So to check out the stuff. And this is the perfect time of year. There's so many sports happening, especially with NBA starting back on Tuesday. Oh, so much. So we have 4 props here. I have it set to the game. We got Connor for 1.5 shots on goal. We got another Connor, a different Connor, for 2.5 shots on goal. We have Leonard for 1.5 shots on goal. And then we have you for points we're not even going to look at because we don't do points against the goalies. But GAA is that low. We just don't do it. So we have 3. Let's see if we got Connor McMichael 1.5 at -132, 2025. You see he's averaging 2 on a 1.5. That doesn't work. We need an extra cushion. We need to average a 2.5. That doesn't work for us. That's a pass. No. Garland, we come over here. 3 on a 2.5 at +142. See, this one is it's enticing because of the juice. The +142 is very tempting because he is hitting this because this is dragging him down. If you go just last 4 games, that's a 3, a 5, a 3, a 3. That's a 14 divided by 4, which comes out to what? 4.6? Whatever, 3.7, whatever that math is. It's still more than 2, 3. I might take that. I might chase that today just because he's showing he can do it. The first game, that was 5 games ago. And then Leonard shots on goal. We come over here and you're at 2 and a 1.5. Again, 120. No, I really kind of want to take this. I want to chase this. But again, I kind of like Washington to win too, but they're 150. So I think I'm going to chase Connor for 2.5 because he's shown he can do it. He can pop for 5 head to head. We'll see what he does. He's still, he 3 and 2. He can do it. Last year, how'd you do? You hit 4 a bunch last year. So it's a little risky. You should probably pass on this, but I'm going to be a little greedy today. There's only 4 games, so we got to have a little greed sometimes. Garland, over 2.5 shots on goal. We're going to chase that +142. That looks really good. I'd love to see that. So this is my play. Let's move on next. All right, game 2 is going to be Edmonton and Detroit. Currently, we see Edmonton is a 128 favorite on the road with a 6.5 total. We look at our spreadsheet. We see the numbers, and the first thing that stands out is 5v11. So there's a little bit. Edmonton puts up a lot of shots. Simple as that, and they don't allow many shots. Detroit looks like a better team, though. They're 4-1 on a 4-game winning streak. Good stuff. We pop over to the schedules, and it's gone because Detroit is sending out Gibson, who's a 3.56 goalie. I ain't betting on Detroit to win with him in net. Not a chance. Stewart's looking good. 197. It's been 3 games. Let some more games get in there, but you can see he's doing pretty good. Gibson is not. So let's go to props and see who do we want to look at in terms of props. Because so far I'm thinking, okay, and maybe Edmonton point against Gibson, maybe Edmonton shots on goal. Let's see what we got. Open up here, we have 3 props. We have Larkin shots on goal, Bouchard, and then we have Nurse for blocks. We'll start with Nurse on blocks because it's interesting. 1.5, he's averaging 3 for the whole year. It's only been 5 games, and it's a 145. It's a little pricey, but he's clearing it so easily. 2, 4, 6. He's doubling the number. So yeah, let's take Nurse. I'm down. Nurse over 1.5 blocks. Blocks are weird. Weird play. So, hey, I'm down. Whatever. They're always a little bit more juiced up too, which is a little annoying. But hey, if he's doing it, I'm down. Hey, winner's winner. I don't care. Profit's profit, no matter how much it is. And then we also got Bouchard on 2.5 shots on goal with a 106 juice, and he's averaging 3.6 this year in his 5 games. That qualifies. Good stuff. He's got a couple fours. He's got a 5. I like that. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm cool with that. So don't you do a 0. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. And lastly, we got Larkin, who is at 3.6 on a 2.5 and 135 as well. This one I'm going to leave alone, mainly because, I mean, it does qualify, but Edmonton's really good at limiting your shots. So I'm going to take Larkin off, if that makes sense. So we're going to leave that be. We got 2 plays. Let's move on to game number 3. And yes, for those that wonder, I straight bet everything. If you see it in a video, it is straight bet, no matter what sport it is. And it is 1% of that particular sport's bankroll. Every sport has its own bankroll. They have different amounts because some sports have more confidence levels than others. And some sports have been going on for a while. Like baseball's bankroll is a lot higher than hockey's because hockey just started. So, and I always start off a little slower just because I want to see how the stats work out until we start getting some solid foundations, and then the numbers start getting higher. So for now, everything's 1%. It's been that way for a year and a half now. That's why we do it. Good stuff. And then once the straight bets are done, then we sprinkle in a couple parlays occasionally, like your money lines and things like that. But if I say in the video it's a money line parlay, that's also 1%. So, but this one, there's only 4 games. I'm not doing a parlay today. So move on. I know people want to always ask that, so I want to clarify that occasionally because people always do straight bet these. Yes, always straight bets. That's why we're looking for under 150 juice too. So game 3, Boston, Utah. There is our stuff. We have Utah as a heavy favorite at home. 5.5 is our totes. We come over here. We change this over to this, and whoop, wrong game. This one. Boston is now going from 3-0 to 0-3 in the last 3. So much for Boston being decent. They are starting to struggle. Utah defense, nasty, not giving up points or goals, or shots on goal. Yeah, good stuff. Boston's being very physical, but if you want to take hits, sure, that's a thing. But I don't really care. Nothing's really standing out here that I want to jump on a Utah or Boston side. So let's go look at the goalies. Who's in net for us? Looks like it's going to be Junas at 3.5. Oh my god! And then Carroll's at a 2. Carroll's always good. We know that. Nothing crazy about him. No, we know what he's about. So let's pop over here. Get rid of you, and you. Change you over to you. There we go. And we have very limited. We have Peak at blocks. We have Schmaltz. Schmaltz had just a nasty game last time. He had, 3 goals and 6 shots on goal, and he made the first 2 shots he took as goals. It was 2 shots on goal, 2 goals. I was like, damn, he's not going to shoot anymore. No, he kept on. He kept on for sure. So Peak blocks, 3 on a 1.5. That qualifies again. Even better, 3-3. You go 6 games. He is still doing quite well. And Utah is going to take a lot of shots on goal. I'm very inclined to take this. So yeah, I'm psych. Sign me up. Yeah, I think I'm down. For it. So Peak over 1.5 blocks. Another block play. What are we doing? And then obviously we're probably taking Schmaltz because 2.5 shots on goal plus 114 for this madman. Schmaltz has become one of my favorite players. It's a cool name, and I like dudes that just do this stuff. So Schmaltz. It reminds me of that beer, Schlitz, that old school beer. I just every time I think of it, I think of that beer. So Schlitz over 2.5 shots on goal. Hell, what's him for this trip goals? Because he had none, but then he popped off for 3. But the man's going to shoot at him, though. So, see, 3.4, 3.66. That is a 4.4 average on a 2.5 and a plus 114. Yeah, I will chase the plus all day. Give me that. So, Peak Schmaltz, next game. All right, last one's going to be this one's going to be Anaheim and Chicago. Currently, Anaheim, slight favorite on the road with a 6.5 total. We come over to the spreadsheet. Look at the line, look at the stuff, and who we have. We have 2 top 10 offenses, a top 10 defense, a lack of defense, 6v19. So we have plenty of options here. So we have Anaheim shots on goal potentially. We have an over potential. We have Chicago winning potential. We have lots of things. Let's go look at the goalies. This is going to help narrow it down some. In this one, we got Lucas is struggling, my dude. 339 with the 88.5. That is not good. And then Spencer's doing okay, 221. So yeah, the Chicago money line looks like a play. Chicago money line for sure looks like something I could take. Let's go with props and see if we have anything else that stands out, because I'll just take Chicago at home. Yeah, sure. I'll take Chicago. Let's see, get rid of that. Change this over, because so far I like that play. so far. Oop, oop, go back. What do we have? Ilya shots on goal 1.5, and then Alex 1.5 as well. I am not trying to say half these last names because you could say them if you want to. Otherwise, I am the name butcher, and you can read the names on the screen. You know who I'm talking about. So I ain't trying to say half these names. Half these names I can't say. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So, yeah, Mikheyev, I can't say it. Nope. 2025. You're at a 2-3 and a 1-5. I don't need to say it because last five, 2-6. See, we always go last five. 2-6, 1-5. He qualifies technically, but it's 160. That is way too damn pricey. Get off my screen. I don't know why it popped up. Alex blocks 1-8 on a 1-5. See, that's not the blocks we like. We want those ones that are 3+. I like that. So yeah, you're gone too. I think I'm just gonna take Chicago to win. Sounds crazy, but based on the fact we have a much better goalie, even though I know Lucas is good, he's just struggling now. But hey, it's not what you've done. It's what have you done for me lately, Eddie? So, no, I care about what you're doing this season, not what you've done before. Spencer's playing better, clearly. So, and then clearly the team is shooting and playing defense. Anaheim is not. Give me Chicago money line. And they're home. Love that. So Chicago Blackhawks money line. We are done. Quick. So tomorrow will be Monday. Tomorrow we only have 5 games. I will be back tomorrow. We'll break the 5 games down. Hopefully find lots of value out there. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe, check out HQ, check out Outlier. Let me know what you're playing or not, fading, following, whatever. Either way, I'll see you tomorrow on Monday. We'll talk more NHL. Peace.